Hi friends! So this week we are still learning all about weather. So remember, a person who studies weather and tells us the forecast, they are called meteorologists. And meteorologists, they are scientists, they predict the weather, they tell us the forecast, and they use lots of different tools. So we already learned about sunny weather. Remember, the sun is very important for the earth. It gives us daylight and it keeps us warm. We learned about the wind. And do you remember that special tool meteorologists use to measure how much wind there is? It is called an anemometer. And we also learned all about the clouds. And we learned about 3 kinds of clouds. We learned about the cirrus cloud, the cumulus cloud, and the stratus cloud. All right, and today we are going to learn about rainy weather. So, when I say R for rainy, what letter do you think that is, friends? It is letter R. So we are going to say all of the letters together, okay? R, A, I, N, Y. Spells rainy. So what is rain? Rain is water that falls from the sky. And meteorologists, they call rain precipitation. Can you say that? Let's do it together, okay? Precipitation. And when I say P for precipitation, what letter is that? It is letter P. So, when it rains, do you know what meteorologists use? They use something called a rain gauge. And this right here is a rain gauge, and that is used so that they can measure the rain. And precipitation is any kind of water that falls from the sky. So I'm going to click letter P for precipitation. All right, so this is the earth, and that is where we live. The white parts right here, those are the clouds. The green parts that you see, that is the land, and that's where we live, on land. And all the blue that you see on earth, that is all water. And guess what? Water can change. So water can be 3 different things. It can be a solid. Something solid is something that you can hold, like ice or snow. Water can be a liquid, like the water that we drink, the water in the swimming pool, or the rain that falls from the sky. And water can also be a vapor. Vapor is the one type of water that we can't see. So it's kind of like steam, and sometimes we might see a little bit of steam, but water vapor, usually we can't see it. We can only see the liquid and the solid water. So we are going to see which one of these is a solid or a liquid, okay? So the first one is a water bottle. The water inside of a water bottle is a liquid. All right, what about this one? This is a popsicle. A popsicle, we can hold it if it falls on our hand. So what do you think it's going to be? It's going to be a solid. All right, and rain is a liquid, and snow is a solid. What about ice cream? ice cream is a solid. And the water that we use to wash our hands is a liquid. Alright, so we are going to learn about the water cycle, okay? And when I say cycle, that is something that goes around and around and around, and it never stops. So the water cycle goes around and around, and it never stops. And guess what? The water cycle is happening right now. It is always happening because it's always going around and around. So we are going to learn about 3 parts of the water cycle, okay? So let's learn about number 1. The first one is called evaporation. And evaporation, it's when the sun and the water, they work together to evaporate the water. The water turns into water vapor. So I want you to say it together with me, okay? Evaporation. Very good, friends. So that is number 1, evaporation. Number 2 is after the water evaporates up into the sky. Remember, it mixes together with the dust and the air to make a cloud. And that part is called condensation. Can you say that with me? Condensation. So the sun heats up the water, and when the water goes up, it cools down and it mixes with the air and the dust, and it makes a cloud, and it's called condensation. All right, let's learn about the last one. Number 3, after evaporation and condensation, when the clouds are ready, it will rain. And do you remember what meteorologists call rain? Precipitation. And there are different types of precipitation. It's not just rain. Precipitation can be rain or snow or even hail. Hail is when it gets super cold and the rain freezes up and turns into little tiny ice balls. So now we are going to practice the 3 parts of a water cycle, okay? So first, there is evaporation. And then there is condensation. And after condensation comes precipitation. Good job, friends. I am going to teach you a song about the water cycle, okay? And it goes like this. Evaporation, condensation, precipitation on my mind. That is called the water cycle, and it happens all the time. So the water cycle happens all of the time. All right, that is the end of our lesson about rainy weather and the water cycle. So I hope that you guys all have a very good day, and I will see you guys later, okay? Bye!